Hello YouTube, I hope you all are doing well today. In this video we are gonna solve the lab from Portswigger Academy of exploiting server-side parameter pollution in a query string. So this lab is properly focusing on API testing, which is pretty good and which is one of the new labs of Portswigger Academy, and I like it personally as well. So in this video we have to log in as an administrator and delete the username Carlos. Okay, so let's roll into lab. So just before solving this lab, you can read this blog from Portswigger Academy by just clicking over here. Uh, that what is parameter pollution. In simple terms, if you mess with the parameter inputs and server acts pretty differently, or some abnormal behavior, so which leads to such vulnerabilities like accessing unauthorized data, modifying the application behavior, or overriding the existing parameters. So let's try to solve this lab. As we know, we have to log in as administrator, so the username should be administrator. So this should be a little bit of hint for you, but let's solve it as a black box testing totally, right? So we don't have any credential, we don't even know the usernames, right? So let's click on forget password, turn on your intercept. Let's try test if there is a username named test or not. Sorry, send it to repeater, close this trap and turn off the intercept. Let's send this request. Okay, so the response is like invalid username. So if there is a valid username, then there would be some different response, right? So we have a user enumeration vulnerability over here, which is an info finding, but we can take the help of that vulnerability. Let's try admin. Okay, still invalid. Let's try administrator. Okay, so we know that this administrator user is valid. By username enumeration, we got the proper and accurate username. So let's try to truncate this by adding the has at the end. As I said earlier, you can read these things, so you can try to solve this lab and understand this vulnerability in very detailed manner. Okay, so now if we would input hash fragment over here, then the application will treat it as an fragment, not the value of the username parameter. So if we wanna treat it as an parameter input, then we have to URL encode it. So right click and conversion URL and code all characters. So %23 is the URL encode of the hash fragment. Send. Okay, now it shows that field is not specified, so there should be a parameter name field. Let's try that as well. Now we will remove this %23. For adding new parameter, we will be adding ampersand and equal to, right? So now, as I said earlier, if we wanna treat it as an parameter input, because we need our input to go in the internal APIs, right? So let's URL encode this as well, and let's do fuzz and truncating over here as well. Okay, parameter is not supported. Okay, might be small f. Yep, invalid field. So value of the field is not valid properly. So we have to now guess that what should be the server-side parameters in backend APIs or variables which are used in the APIs, right? So I quickly googled this word list of server side variables or parameter lists, and let's write GitHub if we find something. Okay, Portswigger Academy has uploaded the entire list of that, and I have already downloaded it. So let's send this request to intruder and we'll brute force the list as well, right? So instead of first, we will firstly clear, and we will add fuzz as a placeholder. Payloads will load our server-side variable names .txt, which is this list from the GitHub, and we'll start the attack. So we will know what parameters are actually valid. We'll filter the status code over here. So okay, we do have username and email as of now, and it's still going on, but we will have a new parameter over here named email, right? We already have the username parameter, as we already, yeah, it is here. Okay, now we will try to add email. Okay, now it seems this is the valid request, right? So let's see the history if we find some sensitive or pretty good endpoints to hunt on. Okay, this seems a JavaScript file. Let's send it to repeater and analyze the JavaScript as well, that what we can do with it. Okay, we'll see the if we can find any endpoints or parameters. Okay, this is a post request. This is simple authentication. If the authentication gets successful, or yeah, this is the username, invalid username, which action the action we have performed already, right? Okay, this seems interesting, that if we try to reset the password, okay, there is a variable name reset token, right? So let's, what if we will try to extract the field reset token of the username administrator. Wonderful. Okay, now we have the password reset token of the administrator user, so we can try to craft a request with this token, but for that we need a particular, yeah, this endpoint should be working, right? We'll send another request to the repeater, and instead of this we will try to add this endpoint, and the token value would be this. Okay, this renders the page. Let's copy this URL and paste it over here. Wonderful, now we can reset the administrator password, right? So I'll try to input TEST123 TEST123. Okay, now we'll click on my account, administrator TEST123. Okay, perfect. Now in edit, we'll click on admin panel and we'll delete the user Carlos. Finally, the lab is all over here. Feel free to ask any question in the comment section, and have a good day and happy hunting. Bye bye, take care.